Hello, this is Jim Kaufman with Rankin Technical College. This video is about creating a Favicon icon for your web pages. This is kind of part of the spring 2025 HTML course. So there's different ways to do this. We're going to go ahead and use this generator here. This is the example I'm going to use. First of all, though, I'm going to go ahead and create an icon, and then we're going to use this to generate everything we need. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do is use Paint. So let me open that up. And I'm just going to do something really simple here. Okay. So first, I just want to go up here and do File, Image Properties. Let's make this 96 by 96. It can be different sizes, and I was kind of trying to read about best practices and stuff, and I didn't find anything that seemed to be the exact, the precise answer, so to speak. So let's just go ahead and go with 96 by 96. So I'm going to click OK here. And so I'm just going to create a little icon, kind of a star icon. So up here in Paint. Now, obviously, you can use some other editor, any kind of graphics editor. There's lots of different options. I'm just wanted to come up with some example just to show you. Okay, and so I'm using Microsoft Paint here. And so there's these little shapes up here. So the star here, I'm going to select that. Okay, and then I'm going to try to carefully get this as much into this box as possible. And that looks pretty good there. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. Actually, let me back up here. Let me choose a color. I'm going to choose, I want the outline to be like that. So let's do this again. This should do that. There we go. Okay. So we got that. And then from there, I'm going to just go ahead and use a blue color. And I'm going to, over here, choose Fill. Up here at the top, choose Fill. And I'm just going to click in here to fill that in. So I've got a little star here, with the yellow gold outline and a blue fill inside. Okay, so then we're going to just take this and we're going to do File, Save As. We're going to save it as a PNG picture. And I was trying it already. I tried it a few different times. I was trying some different things. I'm going to save this as star icon 4 there. I'm going to save that. Okay. And then I'm going to come over to, so we should be done in here. We can close this out. And we're not going to save that. It's saved in our download folder. So here I'm going to pick an image here. I'm going to choose this icon one that I created, star icon 4. Open that. And as you can see, it kind of already put it in here. It's showing you what it's going to kind of look like. Obviously, if you spend some time, you can make it look a little better on a black background and so forth. But just something to get started with, right? And then we don't have to do much more here on this. And then we can kind of just really go down here. And then here for the icon path, I'm just going to put icon. I think it's going to put it in here differently, and we'll have to change something later, but we'll be fine. Okay, so I'm just putting icon path as icon because I'm going to create an icon folder. Everything else, I'm just leaving it. You can try some different things in here, okay? But I'm just kind of leaving it pretty basic. And then I'm just going to click Next. Okay. And then it's going to allow you to download your Favicon package. And I'm going to download that. Then I'm also going to take and paste this, copy this. Okay. Not paste it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to save it somewhere else. Okay. I'm going to just save it in another file here. And I'm going to save it over out of our way. So I'm going to save that right now. Okay, so we've got that. And now what I'm going to want to do here is, so we're done here with this as well. So what I can do now is go to, make sure you have the path of where your assignments are, right? So here's our assignment. So we've got, I'm going to put it as chapter 3 homework, right? And I'm just going to copy that whole link. All right, I'm going to copy that whole link. Oh, no, actually, you know what I want to do? I want to create a new directory here, a new folder, and just call this icon. Okay, icon. And let's choose that also. Okay, and so I'm going to select that. I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to go to our download folder because we downloaded that, right? And then, most browsers by default, your download, when you download something, it's going to go to your download folder. So if that's how yours is set up by default, usually that's it, unless you've changed where you want downloads to go. So I'm going to extract all here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste in the URL, paste in the path, to where our chapter 3 assignment and icon folder. And I'm going to click extract. Okay, and so that should be extracted now in there. Okay, so we like that. Then I'm just going to come back in here and I'm going to right click on our homework thing, show more options, and I'm going to choose open with code. And now we're in here. We've got there's our icon directory. Okay. And then next here, I'm going to go ahead and create a new file. And what was the name of that file? Might as well use the one that we are supposed to be creating for this assignment. Which was what? Right here, right? So I'll use that. So I'm going to create a new file. That's good. And then here I'm just going to do the shift, exclamation point, enter. We've got our default. I'm going to save that. Okay. And then we have our icon folder. We have our default HTML document. Then I'm going to go grab, remember when I did that copying, I had all those different links in the generator. So I still have that. I'm going to copy that. I could have just left that up, obviously, right, and grab that later, but I'm going to grab all of that, and we're going to have to fix something in here, a couple things, actually. So first of all, let me explain something. So generally for an icon like this, when you do something like this, you really want to kind of keep this. So for a website, you usually have a root folder, and you're going to have a bunch of other folders, right? For a little assignment stuff, things are a little different, right? But generally, you really just want a root folder where you'd have this icon and some root folder, so that every page within your web project, right? Every page in your website, it would have access to that. So every page that someone would go to, it's always going to have that icon on there, right? But for our purposes for this, I'm just icon. I have the icon directory, just part of the homework directory here, and it's at the same level as this HTML file, right? So what we're going to want ahead and do for this is go ahead and get rid of this / because we don't want to go to root here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And then one other thing is the way this generator works, it actually isn't compliant with basic how these tags should work. So need to get rid of it's ending this tag, which actually I'm almost sure it'll work without fixing this, but this is basically the HTML validate saying, hey, this isn't the way you really should do this. This is an open tag. It doesn't need to be closed, right? But we'll just fix that so the editor's happy. Everything's good there. And now let's just go ahead and save this. So we got that. let's at least put a little bit of, let's put a little bit of a comment. Let's put a little bit of content in here. Let me grab something here for that. So I'm just going to grab some Ipsum content. Actually, there's there's assignment later on that you're going to actually probably be using this for. It's actually very good for doing things when you've got multiple sections and you want to test. You've got a navigation, you've got a body, you've got a footer, you've got, you know, maybe multiple. Sometimes you can break up a page and have multiple things on there. It's nice to have some quick content just to test things out. So I'm just going to go ahead and generate some, and I'm just going to get all of this. That's enough. And then back here, I'm just going to go ahead and create a div, right? And I'm just going to paste all that. So we got all that content there. And obviously it's going to be complaining because of these. Don't like these spaces. Oh, well, that don't matter. Whatever, I'll leave it there. And it's happy. We like making it happy. Okay, so, and just real quick, these we don't have to go into specifics on this, but so there's, you can see there's these, you know, these different things we pasted in here for these links. The first one I believe is going to be, this one will be used by the browser, but then sometimes there's other, this is kind of set up to be used for different purposes. Well, one is for different browsers. Obviously, you can see the Apple Touch one there, right? And also there's a thing called like progressive apps. Really, that's what this, if I click on this, if I do a control and click, it's going to open up this manifest. These manifests are kind of used for like what's called progressive applications. And that's applications that can be set up, sorry, I had a call there. So like I said, the web manifest is used for like progressive apps. I'm just letting you know this. You don't need to know this for testing purposes, for your test or for this course at all, but just background information. And this is kind of used for what's called progressive applications that can be used on desktops, and they're like, you use one code base for multiple different clients. Okay. And it's just, what happens here with all of this is basically your client, and in this case we're using a browser, right? The browser actually reads the stuff. It's going to grab what it needs. You know, they're all here, right? So it depends on which one it works for. It's going to use that one, okay? And there just come some kind of little different formats, okay? You don't really have to worry about that all that much, okay? But just kind of wanted to, you know, explain that a little bit to you, for you. So we have this. Let's see what else. Is there something else we need to do here? I think I might be good here. Let's go ahead and bring this up in a window. And voila. Yes, that's good news. So here you go. This is our little fave icon up here. All right, there's your little icon that we created in Paint, and then we use that generator to generate what we needed. Okay. In addition to that, what you can also do is when you bookmark this page. So I'm going to bookmark this page, and let's just call this done. And so if you would go here, I got some other links. If I go to About Me, see, there's the little fave icon right there. There's a little icon. Okay. So that's you know, I just kind of try to make it as simple as possible. So if you kind of follow those directions, you can follow the video, you should be good with that. You don't have to do all this content, right? You're going to have other stuff for this assignment. I was just throwing something else on there on the page just to have something else on the page. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's all you have to do. I think the important thing is to, you know, make sure that you have things in the right directory. So under my Chapter 3 homework, I have the icon folder that has all the different options in there. And then here at that same level as the icon folder, I have the about me.html, right? And then, make sure that you get rid of the forward slashes here because it won't be able to find that, okay? And that's about it. So please let me know if you have any more questions. And if you want to do some things a different way, you have some different ideas, you want to create your icon in different ways, that's fine. I just wanted to come up with a way to do it that you could, so that most of the students could go ahead and just at least be able to create one. And then if you have some ideas on some certain icons and certain ways to do it, that's your option. So thank you very much, and let me know if you have any questions.